Greetings, family. This is Amun Ra, Mach, Life of Amun. Grand Ra, grand life, and grand thank you to each of you who have decided to embark on this endeavor. Know that you are special, you are intelligent, you are wise, and you are loved by I, Amun Ra. Your energy and your essence is appreciated and valued. All things on earth and beyond pertain to you. We, us, man, woman. Lift your face to the true light, put them shoulders back, bathe in it, and let the shadows fall behind you. Progress forward in life with command, confidence, and in the power of knowledge. Most of us understand the weight of that last statement, but for those who still have questions, let's bring things into focus. If you are here, this would mean that you had already been driven to seek truth and knowledge concerning life and who and what you are within it, which would also mean that you have witnessed the rise and fall of several so-called movements and formings of so-called nations that have been infiltrated and dismantled. Whether we're aware or not, these situations have caused each of us to experience slight, or in some cases, extensive psychological damage, which in turn has caused a resistance or a hesitancy, and sometimes even barriers and walls to be built within our psyche. We can liken this to someone who is experiencing or has experienced an unhealthy relationship. Most start off with good intentions and seem to be a good idea at face value. Both parties are intrigued with the newness of the adventure, but in most cases, either one or both of the parties have not yet gained a full knowledge and or an understanding of self nor life. And one looking outside for answers instead of within, we already know where that leads. I say that to say this: the reasons we have experienced and witnessed failure in all these cases, whether it be movements, establishment of nations, relationships, etc., is due to the following truth. 1, there has been no knowledge here. 2, ego has been able to infiltrate and orchestrate. Knowledge has been held back for specific reasons as it pertains to the grand plan of life. Those reasons have populated your star and have learned from you and your innate awareness without your being aware of it. You are the knowledge of life, and because of your natural state as a being, you teach life as well. This knowledge was not to be unlocked until the exiting of the things that do not pertain to life. This is the infinite intelligence and wisdom of man. The removing of venom has already occurred on other levels. It is in process at present on this one. I think this should help bring things into focus so that there is a clear understanding of why there has been no success for we as a people until this juncture, and should also make it clear to all of us that SOAR, GMT, the Akan, Truth of Amun, is the guardian of the knowledge of man. And per the structure of man, this will not just be divulged, especially not via mankind's means. Repatriation, family. Let's consider another thing. If mankind has been able to establish this demagogue that we witness daily, based on studying us in our lowest state of being, what do you imagine our state would be if we were to awaken fully within this filth? Take a look at social media. What do we as a people doing? I'll tell you what the watchers see. Everything they need to continue to formulate traps for you. What do intelligent beings know? These are insecure people vying for attention, disguised in adult bodies, displaying their lack of awareness under the illusion of being woke and in the know. You don't see anyone who is actually spiritual and knowledgeable dealing in such mundanity. You never see the face of anyone who has mastered the ego. Lastly, those who have any knowledge do not just throw it away to the masses. We use symbols to be deciphered. Even the filthy ones use symbols. And those who have been your misleaders in secret remain that way. No true adult would lend their time or energy to any of these feeding troughs. When we know who and what we are as beings and how valuable our energy is, it is affirmed from within, not from out there. Adults are handling grown folk business. Somebody's got to be responsible for the state of humanity. We could care less about what label the other slaves are branding themselves with. We are the Amun. That's a universal truth, and there is nothing more important, nor is there anything greater. Now that ego's face has been backhanded, we can proceed with peace and love, family. There are many things that we will not know until we have fully repatriated, and these parasites are rid from our vessel. But what we all do know is that we have not witnessed a being of the caliber of the Akan on earth in many thousands of years, as we call them. As I stressed previously, this had to be so. It is part of the process. So if this is the case, and a being of this capacity is here now, wouldn't this signify a grand affair, family? This is it. The proverbial man of our visions is here. This statement doesn't even begin to do justice, but is placed in terms that are practical. Let go of the psychological trauma of the unhealthy experiences of the past. That was then, this is now. Commit to the process. There is nothing unhealthy about knowledge and truth other than the lack of appreciation of it. All on earth have been traumatized and victimized, but let's not choose to remain in that state. The Akan is he that has been sent and is a true manifestation of the love of the One towards we, the children of man. Let's heal and awaken, family, by repatriating, off the grid, untampered with, and unprohibited. Get involved, contribute, offer your insights to the family. Yes, we have a teacher, but we are also a civilized community. If correction is necessary, it will be done in love and in wisdom. Trust me, I know, and I receive it with appreciation and gratitude. Life is a structure, and it is ordered, and I want nothing more than to be in it. The only thing that wants to continue outside of the order, structure of life is that which has no knowledge of life. Get involved, family. This is our community, and each one of us is appreciated, valued, and are an intricate part as it pertains to the whole. We have all witnessed the effects of this narcissist. The thing I don't get is, if it's so easy for us to put on our FU boots when it comes to one another, then what are we waiting for when it comes to denouncing Set, Satan, and the Shaitan? Are we this desensitized to this wretchedness? Put them boots on and get to stepping. What awaits you, family, is much, much better. Besides, this thing does not have the capacity to compensate you for anything. F your lollipops and your toys. Get the F out of my house. This should be your attitude towards the bad babysitter. The choice should be apparent at this point. Do you want to keep square dancing or electric sliding? Or do you want to sync up and cycle in pure energy? Actually, family, All that we're witnessing right now on earth has been spoken of in most ancient texts in some ambiguous form. Let's narrow it all down to one point. The one that was spoken of that would come at a certain so-called time is here. Some of us have an awareness of who Soar, GMT, the Akan, Truth of Aman is, and we also have an awareness of what period we're in at this point in our existence. This is as real as it gets. Be intelligent, family. Exercise wisdom. Bathe daily. Continue to detach. There are great things ahead. More precisely, just a few cycles ahead. Prepare yourselves. Show your utmost appreciation for knowledge. Stay tuned in. I'll share one last piece. It was spoken to me through our dear sister, Lo Aman, that as Ra, I am that which is seen but not heard. If you're hearing me speaking now, this should be a sign and a signal. I'll also share this with you, family. I've recognized that I have not yet unlocked the full knowledge of man, woman from within as of yet, but with this understanding, I will position myself and prepare myself to receive guidance from one who has progressed much further than I have and take action. These words are spoken in pure love, family, to draw forth your light. Be well, family.
I have seen gods fly. I've seen men build weapons that I couldn't even imagine. I've seen aliens drop from the sky.
Yeah.
But I have never seen anything like this. How much more are you hiding?
Hold up. Let's go.
We are home. My son, it is your time.
Show me my respect and bow down.
You get to decide what kind of king you are going to be. Don't freeze.
I never freeze.
The revolution will not be televised.